Now, going back to last year's WrestleMania, on the night we saw both Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns win, I thought right there that would be the projection for this year's WrestleMania 39. And it seems like it's going in that direction. I mean, it's quite possible that they could turn it into a triple threat match by adding Sami Zayn to it. There's a lot of things they could do with it, and I think that may be something I will discuss hopefully before WrestleMania, because if not, then it'll be just completely pointless. In this segment, I really want to highlight the dominance of Roman Reigns. As of right now, Roman Reigns has held the WWE Universal Champion 809 days and counting. The guy that held the WWE title the longest is Bruno Sammartino. He held at then the WWF Championship for 2,803 days. So, I mean, if WWE really wants to make Roman Reigns the record breaker, I mean, they can have him run for another additional 2,000 days to get to that point. Will they do it? Have they thought about it? I mean, how long have they been thinking about it? Now, a lot of marks are listening to this. They're probably saying, oh, I hope it doesn't, because I don't like Roman Reigns. He's held it too long. Somebody else needs to get the title. Someone finally needs to beat Roman Reigns. And I think it should be Sami Zayn. No, it should be Cody Rhodes. Honesty, I fall into the Cody Rhodes camp. I mean, come on. Cody Rhodes is great. Like I said in the previous segment, that I believe he is the top babyface, not just in WWE, but in all the industry. So when you look at a guy like Cody Rhodes, you're like, man, we could really pull the trigger and use Roman Reigns' long title reign to propel Cody Rhodes. It looks great and it sounds great. I mean, you put Cody over and it kind of shows that you're giving previous AEW guys good favor. That's very tempting, especially in 2024, where a lot of top AEW guys will be free agents. Guys such as MGF and BTE, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega. I mean, there have been rumors getting stronger about Kenny possibly leaving AEW and finally joining WWE. So why wouldn't you put Cody Rhodes over? I mean, it sounds very intriguing. Yet at the same time, WWE asks questions, why? I mean, we would sacrifice Roman's title reign of 800 plus days. So why? I mean, why not have Roman continue to be the undisputed Universal Champion? The bloodline is the hottest angle and is not losing any steam. I think in a situation like that, it's kind of tricky where you don't want all of a sudden to be cold and fire and say, okay, we got to make that change, because fans will know, okay, they're going to make the change and there's really no surprise. So, I mean, it's white hot. I mean, and so do you keep going with Roman? I mean, early on I mentioned about Jey Uso being the dark horse, and you look at the WWE, they have a really thick babyface roster. And you don't just have to go back to guys like Brock Lesnar or even Edge or whoever's already got that shot. I mean, you could even go back with Sami Zayn. I mean, that angle's pretty hot right there. You go back to Seth Rollins. You could even have a long feud with Cody Rhodes, and these guys are just feeder to Roman Reigns. Now, I'm 99.5% sure that Cody Rhodes will defeat Roman Reigns. yet there's a 5% chance that might not happen. And as we continue on into WrestleMania season, that percentage may increase. Now, what's funny is that I see all the wrestlers that Roman Reigns has beaten. And you know which wrestler is not on there that kind of surprises me? You look at it closely. You look at all the guys that he has beaten. And I went up and down this list 10 times to be sure that he is not on there. It's very surprising that they have not gotten into him yet. The guy that I'm talking about is a guy whom last year you saw glimpses that this guy is finally going to be a top babyface. He had a banger feud with Drew McIntyre. His matches with Brock Lesnar has been 5-star plus. And he has such a presence to him where he's believable enough to be the guy that finally dethrones Roman Reigns. And that guy I'm talking about is Bobby Lashley. Earlier on, I said that Jey Uso is a dark horse in the bloodline angle. Well, Bobby Lashley has been a guy that's been very quiet, but he's been making a lot of steam at the same time. And so, could he be the guy that dethrones Roman Reigns? You know, by the time, if they go in that direction, by the time they do Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns at, let's say, next year's WrestleMania, you're looking at, you know, Roman being pushed even more as an undisputed champion. What am I getting at with my thoughts on Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns? That is that Cody may not go over. That's a good possibility because with the WWE, why? Why should he go over? You know, is it needed? I mean, it's wanted and it could do good business down the line, but is it needed? That's the question we should be asking. And I think when we see the answers more, we're going to see if it's going to be Cody that dethrones Roman or is it going to be someone else. That's what we have to see for this year's WrestleMania season. And that is it for Wrestling Between Society. And I would like to thank you for listening and watching. And Johnny Alpha is out.